Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we cruise on over to Greenfield Village for Motor Muster, cool off at the Metro Parks Turtle Cove, and then we hang out with the Detroit Derby girls, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
What a picturesque setting for a car show. We are taking a stroll down Easy Street and a trip down memory lane for Greenfield Village's annual Motor Muster. Love this car hop service. Some of the car owners have went to great lengths to really recreate the times. Look, they've got race cars too. So Jim, Greenfield Village Motor Muster, tell me about the event.
Well, this is actually the sister show to the Old Car Festival, which you've been doing here for over 60 years. And this show features cars from 1933 to 1976, and it's really fun because we can show the transition of the automobile from sort of the horse and buggy looking thing up to essentially the modern cars that we know today. And it's fun that we include the 70s because cars like Gremlins and Pacers and Pintos, which people have saved and preserved, are all here today.
Well, you don't typically see those at car shows.
It's becoming more popular because they're quirky and becoming a little more, fashionable to do. You're going to see things that would have belonged to fairly wealthy people, classics if you will, but you also see a lot of plain four-door sedans, family station wagons, pickup trucks, all kinds of things that people have saved and preserved over the years.
So about how many cars are here?
We have approximately 750 vehicles total, including motor scooters, bicycles, motorcycles, and four-wheel vehicles. And
so it's not just cars.
Right, and we include commercial vehicles, which are very interesting through the period that we represent, and a huge selection of World War II era vehicles. We've hooked up with a group of very enthusiastic military reenactors that find these vehicles, restore them, and we have an amazing selection of stuff out here today.
So what kind of events go on at the car show?
Well, the big thing is what we call our pass and review, where the cars are paraded by historians who talk about them, but we have presentations throughout the day.
So the pass and review is like a parade, all day long parade,
yes,
if I'm understanding right?
We have a reviewing stand, and we have automobile historians that specialize in certain eras, and each car, sometimes in groups, are brought up in front of the stand, and people can hear them run and hear about their significance.
Now, do the cars ever drive around the village?
We have a cruise this evening where they're allowed to do some free driving from 7 to 9 p.m., but they do move around quite a bit as we pull different vehicles out for the pass and review presentations that we do throughout the day.
And so does this event typically always take place Father's Day weekend?
It is. That's a weekend we've been doing for nearly 20 years now, and it's a great fit for us, a great thing to do on Father's Day.
A great fit to bring your dad here for Father's Day.
This is a great multi-generational event because the way the cars are displayed, we've got grandfathers and even great-grandfathers talking about cars they knew and cars they wanted to have and cars they did have, and everyone is able to relate to it because they can see the things right in front of them.
Well, I can't wait to go take a look around. I'm going to look for some of those quirky cars you told me about.
There's tons to see. It's amazing stuff.
Well, thank you so much, Jim. Looks like City Car was leading the way. This is a 1975 electric car. I could really use a Verner's right now. We've got a Detroit original behind me. It's a 1947 Chevy Verner's truck. So you have a Gremlin, and one of the more unusual cars that people have hung on to. Tell me a little bit about your car.
Well, you used a pretty good word, hung on to. Maybe one of the most interesting stories of this car is the fact that I am the original owner of the car.
Really?
I received it as a graduation gift in May of 1973 when I graduated from high school. The color, the paint, the stripes, everything is factory correct the way it should be, including the motor and everything else.
Oh, you've got an old 8-track in there.
Yes, the radio is period correct with 8-track tapes.
Well, thanks for talking to me.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy your day, enjoy your car.
Thank you.
This is a pretty unique bike. This is the 1949 Whizzer, and it's one of the first motorized bicycles. This is a 58 Mercury Park Lane, and they used to call this a boat, and I can see why, because it just keeps going and going. I mean, would you look at how huge the trunk is on this thing? is a 51?
51, yes.
51. Now, I tell you the truth, I've never heard of this car. Tell me a little bit about it. Good gas mileage at the time?
Yes, it's got a 4-cylinder engine. It's 26 horsepower.
Can I take a quick peek inside? Oh, so it has a back seat?
Oh, yes, the back seat folds down and there's room for like your trunk.
Yeah.
Now, he made station wagons, pickup trucks, motorcycles. He made stuff during the war, too.
And this is an American car, Crosley. Don't see too many of these around. Pretty unique car to see.
Yes, they are.
They've even got something for the little ones here. They can come out and try riding the cars around. What's neat about these is that they're not electric. You actually have to pedal them in true historic fashion. Get exercise, yay! Okay, so tell me a little bit about the Falcons.
Okay.
They're not made anymore.
No, they made them 10 years.
Just 10 years.
I have a 63, they call it a sports convertible. And they made the convertibles 2 years.
41,000 miles.
41,000 miles on it. Little 6-cylinder automatic, so that way I don't have to shift.
Well, I really love the fuzzy dice, but this baby blue beauty was a Chevy Corvair, and it's when they tried their hand for a while at putting the engine in the trunk. Isn't this interior beautiful? It's a two-tone car with two-tone interior. Gorgeous. Love the red steering wheel. So I've been told that the little girls really like the pink cars because they remind them of Barbie doll cars. Another great thing about Motor Muster is that all the old historical buildings are open, including places to get frozen custard. Yummy. So remember, every Father's Day weekend at Greenfield Village is the annual Motor Muster. It's a great tradition to start with Dad, or just a fun way to get out and enjoy America's greatest history attraction. There's no better way to beat the heat on a hot summer day than with water, and the Metro Parks has some great ways to cool you off. Right now I'm at Turtle Cove. It's at Lower Huron Metro Park. It's just off I-94 in Belleville, and they have a full-fledged water park here. It's a lot of fun and a great way to beat the heat. Well, so Jeff, tell me about Turtle Cove at the Metro Park.
Well, it's one of our new facilities. We're very excited about it. We've got lots of things here for the kids and the whole family to do, really. We've got a lazy river, we've got water slides, we've got a dump bucket, we've got sport things, zero depth entry pool. We've even got lap lanes for people who want to swim laps in the morning. We cover all areas and all ages for things to do here. It's very exciting.
So now, is there a separate entry fee to get into Turtle Cove as opposed to just entering the park?
There is. For anyone 48 inches or above, it's $8, and they can use everything that we have in the facility. If they're under 48 inches, it's $6, and they are limited to everything except for the 2 tall water slides.
Okay.
And then if they're under 30 inches, it's free.
Oh, okay. So there are height requirements for certain things.
Right.
Now, this is great. Now, what are the hours? What's it open
The
from?
hours, we open at 11 o'clock every day, and during the week we close at 7, and on weekends we close at 8.
Now, you're open, what, I'm assuming May through October?
Memorial Day weekend through Labor Day weekend.
Okay, so those are the dates to remember.
That's it, yeah.
I mean, this is great. We've got like a full-blown water park right here in Metro Detroit.
We do. It's right in the backyard. Everyone can just hop in the car, and within a few minutes they're here. It's
Now,
not that far.
can we take a look at some of the different areas?
Absolutely, yeah. We can take a walk around.
All right, let's go. So what do you call this little area then?
We call it the spray pad or the dump bucket area.
Okay.
We've got, besides the dump bucket, there's several slides. We've got a red slide, a green slide, and a blue slide for the little kids to play on also. So those that can't go on the bigger slides, there still is a couple slide options for them.
Sure. Oh, and it's so colorful and attractive. I love it.
And there's just a lot of different things for them to grab and pull and turn knobs and squirt things. And there's a lot of different activities for them to do over here.
Fun. So I hear this dinging.
The bucket's about to go. Here it goes right now.
Oh my, look how much fun that is.
And that'll do that about every 2.5 minutes.
Every 2.5 minutes.
The bell on the side will start to go, and that'll give a warning to the kids if they want to either run in or run back out.
Yeah.
Right before it goes, and it's about 300 gallons, and it dumps again every 2.5 minutes, and that's one of the key highlights of the facility.
So you've got tons of lawn chairs for people to sunbathe on.
We do. We have about 300 lounge chairs. They're available on a first-come, first-served basis, and they do tend to fill up pretty quickly. And after that, people tend to go out onto the grass areas and put their beach blankets down and things like that.
And then we've got here, I see,
Over
this
here
is
we
zero
have
depth?
This is a zero-depth entry area.
Oh, so out there it's pretty shallow for little kids too then.
Yes, they can go out quite a ways here. It's only about 2 feet right out in there, and then it goes all the way down to 3.5 at the far side. We sometimes refer to this as the leisure pool.
Okay.
People tend to just kind of float around in here and relax, or early mornings, a lot of people will come in and we'll swim laps in the morning. We do teach swim lessons here also.
Holy cow, these are big.
Yeah, these are probably the most exciting thing we have here.
Oh my goodness.
As you can see, there's starting to be a line over there, and this is one of the more popular attractions.
And one is even enclosed.
It is. It's halfway down. You're inside. It's a tube slide. That slide you have to go down either on a single tube or a double tube, and that's probably the most popular thing we have out here.
So how tall up are these slides?
The tower is 35 foot high, and if you want to go down the body slide, you just go on up, and then there's attendants up there that release people one at a time as soon as it's clear.
Fun, fun, fun. So wait, so that one's a tube slide, and then you go down the blue one.
The blue one is a body slide, so you just lay on your back and fly down that one.
Oh my goodness.
With the tube slide, you go down, you can either get out at the bottom and do it again, or you can float directly into the lazy river and just take a nice relaxing float around the whole river from there.
Oh, the lazy river. Well, I'm surprised at how big this lazy river is. It's huge.
It is. It's quite wide, and it's 800 feet around.
Wow.
So if they get in, they can actually you can stay in there all day if you wanted to. You don't have to get back out. You can just float around. It takes about 6 minutes or so to go all the way around.
6 minutes. You can truly be lazy here.
You can be very lazy if you like.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of people who do that.
Yeah. So you've also got a nice little concession area here.
We do, and we have everything ranging from hamburgers, hot dogs, shrimp baskets, French fries, ice cream, pop, Gatorade, all kinds of stuff. So it's the basic beach kind of snack bar type thing where you come out to the park, and if you didn't bring your picnic with you, we've got plenty to provide for you.
So I see you provide lockers?
We do. We have 700 lockers. We have several of them outside for families to use together, and we also have some in the inside locker rooms on the men's and the women's side if they just want to lock up stuff inside there.
So of the 13 Metro Parks, how many then have water areas like this, water parks?
Well, several other ones do. They're not all exactly like this. They're different in their own right. Lake Erie Metro Park has a wave pool.
Okay.
And then at Kensington Metro Park, they have the Splash and Blast, which has several water slides and a squirt area. At Metro Beach, they have what they call the Squirt Zone. And that's an area where the little ones can run through all the different spray apparatuses that they have. And up at Indian Springs Metro Park, they have the Spray and Play.
Spray and Play, is that similar to the Squirt Zone?
It's similar to the Squirt Zone. It's more for the little ones.
Okay. At the other Metro Parks water zones, do you have a separate entry fee to get into those parks as well?
There is for a couple of them. At the wave pool at Lake Erie Metro Park, there is a separate fee to get into there. At the Splash and Blast at Kensington Metro Park, there is a separate fee for that also. But the one at Indian Springs and the one at Metro Beach, as long as you pay to get in the park, you can use that for no charge.
Oh, that's nice to know. Very good. Jeff, thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for coming. And next time you come to see us, bring your swimsuit.
I'm definitely going to because it looked like so much fun.
Right, it is.
So how do you like Turtle Cove?
Oh, it's great. I have 2 young boys, and they sure like it.
Now, how old is this little one?
He's 1.5.
And there's stuff for a 1.5-year-old?
Yeah, there's lots of stuff for him to do. The wading pool, and he likes these fountains. He likes to run through them.
He likes the fountains? Oh, lots of fun. Lots of good memories you're making.
Yeah, it's great.
What's your favorite thing?
Probably the dunk one.
The dunk?
Kid play area.
You mean that big bucket? You stand under that?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What about you? What's your favorite thing?
I would have to say the slide, but the dunk bucket is a lot of fun too.
Everything's so clean and everybody's so nice and everything. We just absolutely love it.
Yeah. And so what is your favorite thing?
Swimming.
Swimming. Oh, you can learn to swim really good here, huh? I like your shades.
Thank you.
So the Metro Parks have tons of great options to chill out in the summertime. We're here at Turtle Cove. They've got a great water park here. The other Metro Parks have lots of fun. Just a great place to come relax, chill out, enjoy the summer fun. Woo! There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. City Theater hosts Mitch Albom's hit play about Ernie Harwell, and Hart Plaza turns country for the hoedown. Head to Royal Oak for the Clay Glass and Metal Show. Then Havana Nights heat up the Ovation Yacht. Kick off summer with the Arab International Festival, and spoil yourself at the Gem and Jewelry Show. Gear up for the 14th annual Cruise in Gratiot. Then take a cruise down memory lane at Motor Muster. Watch the Queen of Soul perform at the Fox. Then beat the heat during Detroit River Days. Don't miss the spectacular summer tradition, the Target Fireworks, or the Stars and Stripes Festival in Mount Clemens. Car buffs get out and cruise Fort Street downriver, then salute America with the DSO at Greenfield Village. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. I'm inside the Masonic Temple at a real live roller derby. I'm watching the Detroit Derby girls, and they are jamming to sell-out crowds, and this place is just roaring with excitement. How many girls are on a team?
Usually between 14 and 17 or 18.
Now, how many are out on the rink at once?
10. There's 4 blockers and 1 jammer on each side.
You girls out there getting hurt?
Well, it's full contact.
Okay.
So it's similar to hockey. It's not staged like wrestling. So you can have full body contact from your shoulder to your elbow, and then your entire hip, and most of the side of your body is there. What you won't see, or you'll see get called as penalties, are back blocks, right? So there's no frontward to backward movement of me shoving an opponent in the back, or obviously tripping. The dangerous things, and there's why the elbows, obviously we don't elbow to the face, high blocking with the head, stuff like that. Those are things that you'll see get called as a penalty. We have 7 referees out on the track at one time during the game, all watching different people in different packs, or the jammer, the person that's scoring, different things. So you'll see them whistle, blow them off. They go to the penalty box for 1 minute. And if you continue to go to the box for 7 turns, you're ejected. You don't get to skate the game anymore.
Now, have you ever had any injuries yourself?
I did. I actually broke my ankle about 1.5 years ago, and then ended up in the hospital for 6 days with blood clots in both lungs. So I was that was not good.
But you're back for more.
I'm back for more.
How many teams are there in Detroit?
We have 5 league teams. Then we also have 3 pretty much all-star teams. Our A team plays pretty much all around the country. They're nationally ranked. Every year, there's the regional tournament, and that's pretty much the entire Midwest. The top 3 will go play in the national tournament. Then we also have a JV team, which will play a 5-6 hour drive, like Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Indianapolis, cities like that. Then we also have a C-level team, which is kind of for the newer girls, and they'll play a couple hour drive, Grand Rapids, Flint, Lansing.
Lovely Muffy Mafioso. I love your name. So tell me what inspired you to become a Detroit Derby girl?
Well, it was a long time ago. This is my 4th season, and I'm a librarian. I work at the Detroit Public Library, and I came with a librarian friend. I knew I had to sign up, so I did. I signed up. I went to boot camp. I got drafted, and it's been that way for the past 4 seasons.
What is this boot camp I'm hearing about?
Well, now how we do it, we have a weekend course called Derby U, and it's 2 days. You kind of learn a little bit more about the league, you learn some basic skating, and kind of get a feel for what it's all about. So once you complete that, then you can try out. Try out's basic skating skills, and then from there, you're in an 8 to 12 week boot camp program, and you're deemed fresh meat. And then you are re-skills tested with your derby skills, and you become a rookie, and you're drafted to a home team. We do Derby U twice a year, and then we hold our official tryouts in the summertime around July-ish.
I'm going to tell you what else really adds to the fun is hearing the announcer announce these crazy names. We've got Vicious Vixen, Real Loud Slice, Mean Josie Green. It just adds to the excitement.
Looks like we've got a major call on to Dizzy Divine there. Racer McChaser makes her way out of the back. She picks up 5 more points for the Grand Prix Madonnas.
Where do you come up with your names?
Usually there's just a general list when new girls join.
Yeah.
And there'll be some just ones floating out there that if somebody can't think of one, they come up with that. A lot of them are related to people's jobs or have their own name in it. Jen and Tonic, obviously her real name is Jen, so she just went with Jen and Tonic and made a little twist on it.
My derby name is Formosa Fury, and it's actually because my family's from Taiwan, so that's the former name of Taiwan. My brother actually came up with it. One day my brother and his wife were very bored, I think, and they came up with about 15 different names of everything under the sun. And so that's the one I actually chose.
And they've got halftime entertainment too. Picked up a notch as everything else here.
One of my friends that I grew up with, we moved up here for graduate school from Georgia, and she got into it, and I just started following it ever since. I'm hooked. I mean, yeah, the WNBA, but they can't hold a candle to women's roller derby. It's just amazing.
I didn't know it was so family friendly and really kind of awesome. It's a good time, and I'm enjoying myself a lot.
What brought you guys down here to the bout?
Racer.
Racer, she's good. You're
Racer.
fans. You're fans.
We're her favorite fans. She can control herself. She's in charge, and she knows how to work with everybody. She's very good. She just got 1,000 points.
So she got you guys hooked on the sport in general?
Absolutely. If I was 20 years younger, I'd be out there myself.
Out of the 40, 32 of the women are college-educated, professional women, and they're doctors and lawyers. Racer's a lawyer. I love it.
So we have about is considered 2 30-minute halves, and then we'll have intermission usually have halftime entertainment. So in those 30-minute periods, there's what's called a 2-minute jam. It can go for a maximum of 2 minutes. What will happen is there will be 4 blockers from each team that start up here by this line. Back about 20, 30 feet is the jammer line. There will be a jammer with a star panty on the side of their helmet, one from each team. The whistles will go and start that particular jam, and the whole point is to get your jammer through, simultaneously stopping the other jammer. So I'm purple. I will all day today be trying to help the purple jammer and stop the black and orange jammer. Okay? So once the jammers break through the pack for the first time, every time after that they pass an opponent, they get a point. Team with the most points wins.
To actually compete in front of so many people is actually really quite amazing. It's thrilling, it's nerve-wracking. I feel like I'm going to throw up every single time. I've been doing this for 3 years. I still feel like I'm going to throw up, but it's in the long run, it's actually a lot of fun.
So are you guys all friends outside of this, even though you're competing teams?
They are like the coolest girls I've ever met in my life. You know, like we're all different. Like I said, I'm a librarian. There's a doctor on my team. There's housewives. There's just like all different kinds of girls, but something about them is like different than anybody else, and it just brings you all together, and you just have this camaraderie. So so right now I hate the Grand Prix Madonnas, but I'm gonna do my best to slaughter them. But after the game, we're all friends. We're all friends. Go and have a drink together. Yeah, totally.
Now they're signing autographs for the fans, big and small. If you're looking for a cool, hip, yet totally friendly night out, you've got to come to the Masonic Temple and watch the Detroit Derby girls strut their stuff. Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you'd like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So, until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D. To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.